Right, okay, so in this episode, I'm gonna look at how I work on my goals when I have no time. See, time is an issue for many of us to pursue our goals, and especially if we're working or we have a set schedule, many of us feel that we don't have the time for balance. So let's look at this from Floyd Mayweather and what he said about using his time. So you have 24 hours a day, 8 hours of sleep, right? And most people work 9 to 5. So that's 8 hours you're working, so we're at 16 hours. We've got breakfast, lunch, and dinner, so where are we at 19? It takes you an hour to get ready, so we're at 20 hours. So you guys can't spend 4 hours going, they lying, or I like this photo, or they're faking, sending photos to other people. You've got to get focused. That's where I'm at, because I'm focused. Tunnel vision. You've got to get a game plan. You've got to get focused. Now, I have clients who come to me and state that they want to achieve X, but time is getting in the way. And I do empathize as I'm in the same position. See, I have a coaching business and I also produce weekly podcasts. And sometimes I'm working so many long hours that by the time it comes to my goals of enhancing the coaching business or creating episodes, even though I'm so committed to these, I do feel like time gets in the way and it's really hard for me to balance the two. So regardless of who we are, we all get the exact same 86,400 seconds a day. We just need to look at how we spend that time and what we can do with this time to organize ourselves and ensure that we are spending it the way that we want. Some of us may be happy with the way that we spend all of our seconds. However, what if we can use our time more effectively to work towards the heights that we dream towards? So therefore, I've created a time-based goal setting method which we can use if we want to pursue our goals, but we feel that time is an issue for us. Now, I've spent time, ironically, thinking about how to incorporate my goals within my busy schedule. And if you're like me, I think that you'll find this helpful. So let's get into this one. Now, this is an acronym for time. So we're going to look at T, then I, then M, then E. Right. So let's look at what T stands for. T is for targeted. So I make a plan to target the goal and target the time in which I will focus on the goal. What is the specific thing that you're trying to achieve? Try to make this as targeted as possible by drilling down to the exact thing. So once you have this, drill down further into steps. What are the steps in making this work? What do I need? And how can I make this bite size? So for example, when I was setting up the podcast, I really wanted a website. And if I approached this as a whole task, it would have been overwhelming. And I would have thought that I would have to dedicate all of my evenings to make it work. So I broke it down. What was the first step? Research. Who are the providers? Next day, map the pages. Next day, write one page, etc. So next on our time-based acronym, goal setting to incorporate time within your busy schedules is I, and I is for individual. This goal has to be yours and nobody else's. This is your goal and your dream, so it has to be individual for you. And if it isn't your goal, then very quickly you will lose passion for it and stop altogether. Sometimes we can work towards something which we will quickly give up. So if you are trying to work on your goals when you have no time, try to find out if the time that you're dedicating to your goals is actually something that you want to do, or can you use this time more wisely? So you know the feeling when something isn't right for you. When you pursue something that isn't right, you won't want to make the time for it. But also, if this is something that you really want to do, it has to work within your schedule. Try to keep this in your head and think of your goals like chess. So once we start, we get more ideas and it can lead us in a different direction to the actual route we want to go down. And if you're dedicating time to make the next move, try to figure out if it is actually the right move. I often question my goals and if I really want them, or is there someone else wanting it for me? Often we can speak to people in work or friends or family or what we see on social media, and we can get inspired by things. However, this inspiration may sound great, but is it really what I want to do? When I hear or see things which inspire me and I think, I really want to do this as people are getting results, I make a note of it. In that present time, I don't make a quick decision. I sleep on it, review the next day, and if this is still something that I'm motivated by, I'll then start crafting a plan using this inspiration. So next on the time-based acronym is obviously the M, and the M stands for metrics. You have to focus on the metrics to success, basically the evidence, and spend the time to reflect and focus on how far you are getting towards the goal that you are setting. Sometimes when we are really passionate about things and we don't see these results, often we question our ability and if we are good at that thing that we're pursuing. See, we all get this. Success isn't built overnight, but you need to keep hold of anything that you see, you hear, you feel when you're receiving feedback, even the smallest of things. So say, for example, someone comments on how good your idea is or really likes the work that you're doing. Jot down the feeling that you experience when you receive this information and then write down the scenario. Who gave you the comment? What did you feel when you received this? If you get this daily, what would this do for you? See, the fact that someone is making a comment, and a positive one, means that what you're doing is having an impact. The more you pursue, the more people that you can reach. Then on the metric side, look at how you can use this positive work to your advantage and then expand from there. Think what is working and how can you expand from it? Okay, so last in this time-based acronym is E, and E is for execution. Okay, when can you execute this? Obvious, I know. But what will you do to make you one step closer towards the goal? But more importantly, based on the metrics, the individuality, and the targeted approach, what time in your schedule do you feel that is wasted on things which can be better utilized? So for example, in my previous episode, I explained that I used to watch prank cat dog videos on YouTube in the evenings, and it wasn't doing anything for me. So what I did was I used a portion of this time towards my goals, and I slowly expanded when I realized that I have more time on my hands. Whilst using the time-based goal setting, you have to realistically focus on when in your schedule you can focus on the goals that you're setting. So once you have the time set and you know your goal, this is your time for you and to focus and execute, which will take you towards your desired outcome. Once you've set the time, the more that you do this, it will become more embedded within your schedule. So this is me and how I've used the time to focus on the podcast when, yes, I'm really, really busy, but I have to make content and I love making content. So now what I do with my podcast is during the week, say Monday, Tuesday, I'll do a bit of research. Then Wednesday, Thursday, I'll start carving out an idea. Friday, I'll kind of put it all together and fine tune it. And then Saturday, I'll film it. And then Sunday, I'll edit. And I won't spend all of my time on this. It will probably just 1-2 hours per evening, all the time that I can fit within my schedule, because I know that, okay, I might be working until 7. I want to eat. I want to relax. What time can I dedicate to my goals? Even if it's half an hour, at least I'm doing something every single day that keeps me on my path towards my goals and what I want to achieve. Because if we really, really want to achieve something, so it's something targeted, it's something specific that we really, really want to do, it's our goal, it's for us, we want to achieve this. This is nobody else's, no one's forcing it on us, we're not creating a pact. This is what we want to do. The metrics, if we don't get this, then it's going to be hard to pursue because we're going to think that we're crap. So what we've got to hold on to is any positive thought or any positive comment or any positive suggestion or anything that we're seeing from people, whether it be the tiniest of things that can think, okay, well, someone's taken notice of my idea and they're either trying to give me advice on it or they're commenting saying that it's really, really good. And then the execution is more, okay, well, we know what the goal is. We know it's for us. Now, what can we do to not forget about it, to do minimal time if we don't have any time, or more time if we do have that at our disposal? It's really utilizing our schedule to actually focus and hone in on the thing that we want to achieve. So I really do hope that you found this episode useful. I hope it helped. And do let me know, because this is something that I use personally. I think that, okay, well, I want to achieve my goals. What can I do to make it easy? And this is based really out of self-reflection, of me doubting myself, me thinking that I'm too busy to do it, me not really knowing what I wanted to do and me doing things for other people. And that's why I wanted to kind of pull us all together, reflect, and make something quite simplified. And yeah, if this helps, do let me know. Also, please do like, it will really help the channel. And if you want to follow me on social media, I'm at the Hack Share. But yeah, I really do appreciate you clicking into this video. I hope it was useful. And yeah, I hope it provided value. But stay tuned for the next. Take care.